Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Okay, we're just gonna push ranks, maybe find some, you can say, players to play FT matches with, just the usual things. Meanwhile we are waiting for season 3. We don't have anything special to do. Uh, I'm gonna try to find games first of all with Armor King. If we don't find any games, I'll move to maybe my main account and look for FT sets. Back to mashing. Uh, 68. 71. Which one gives better? Plus 3 and plus 6. Okay, this one. The combo with more damage gives better. Okay. The classic Tekken 8 things. You don't have to sacrifice damage for the okay. Not with Victor, right? With Victor, you have to sacrifice damage for the okay, which is a good thing. Boom, boom. Okay, guys, just the average day. No matches, no players to fight against, no nothing. Uh, boom, boom, boom. Twenty-nine, 32. Guys, you know what? I'm gonna move to my main account, right? And I'll look for FT sets maybe. Let me see, maybe I can find someone who's online. Friend list. Maybe this guy's playing FT match. Okay, who are these players? Okay, let me accept the requests. Maybe I can find someone to play with. Grey Fox? Is he the Grey Fox that I know? We yes, maybe. Do not disturb. Who is this guy? Do not disturb. Okay, whatever. Then I'm gonna accept the request. Okay, whatever. We still don't have any online player. Not a single player is playing online. Just one guy, and he's playing FT match. Okay, time to move to the main account. Here we go. Account switched. Back to the main account. Right. Season 3 is taking us back to basics, but we are moving back to the main account. I think I can get better lighting in my room for better camera image. I think I need a light right in front of me. Here at this point. Because I have my camera here. So maybe a light here in the middle of two screens. I already have season 3. I don't know why they're still advertising it to me. There are like many players who are Destruction 3 in Saudi Arabia. But I cannot seem to find him. So who's this guy? Practice mode? Who's this player? Practice mode. Who's this player? Because as you know, I'm gonna invite someone. Meanwhile, I look for someone in the queue. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I will be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Let's find some matches in ranked. At the same time, I'm gonna look for players to play FT matches with. We are not playing on second account anymore. We are playing on the main account. Maybe Kazuya. Okay, let's play Kazuya. I don't know, but Kazuya, you can say is fun character. Right? Nowadays, I just want to play Kazuya. A lot of Kazuya. I don't know why. Electrics on P1 are getting better and better day by day. Mashallah, nice. Oh my god, look at the range of the electric. No, 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 not this one, real one. Okay, where is my electric? I guess I'm not gonna find games, right? Maybe time to find players. Time to find players who are seems maybe interested in playing FT. Who is this other center player? People keep changing names, right? So it gets confusing. Azucena. Who is this guy? Bilal Kaka? Yes, he's Bilal Kaka. Bilal Kaka. Wait, let me invite him. Maybe he wants to play. The matches are going to be fun. We'll get to see some fun matches. Create session. And who was that Armor King play? Who was that? Yeah, this is Armor King for practice mode. Middle East. AK Armor King. What is this, guys? Maybe Bilal Kaka is streaming. Let me go to his stream. He's not live. I guess maybe I should go and find ranked games. Or maybe I can look for someone in the lounge. Yeah, that is a good idea. Try to look for players in the lounge. Taken is so dead here in this region. No one, literally no one plays Taken. I'm trying to find players. Look how dead is the lounge, guys. Lounge is so dead. So dead. No players in the lounge. You know, maybe. Oh, well, let's play Kazuya. minus is this strong. I like it. This is good damage. No, it is not bad at all. Okay, let me With practice, perfect electric meanwhile. Oh, that was the perfect electric dip. But why did I press down there? That was why I'm getting down. Too fast, too fast. Okay, got it. Got it. Even though I don't, play a lot of Kazuya, I have not practiced execution, but still got it. I should be able to get more, right? With more practice. Okay, got it. You know what? Let me try something else. Because I'm not that familiar with Kazuya's down forward to exact recovery frame, right? Let me try punish a minus 13 move with perfect electric. Let's see if I can do that. Guys, we're gonna try a crazy thing. Meanwhile, I'm looking for a game. No, no, I should wait for longer time. Oh, no, no, faster. Maybe I need to do the electric input faster, right? Guys, I punished the minus 13 optic with the electric. Look at that. I did it. Imagine being able to do this consistently. Not as a career specialist, right? Just as a pro taken player. No, I had to be faster, faster, more precise, more focused. Guys, I found a game. Finally, I found a game after 35 minutes of queuing. Ah, look at that stupid Pokemon. Stupid character. Whatever, whatever. He's dead. Martial art is it's looking easy, guys. Looking easy. Okay. Wait, I'm close to destruction one with Kazuya. Huh? Okay, that's good actually. That's good. I'm close to destruction one. That's nice. But the problem is I don't find games. I could take many more characters to destruction one. Okay, nice. Okay, he's just gonna mash. He's just gonna mash. You have to play very defensive. You know, play defensive and punish him. Okay, I could have done the floor blast with. Okay, guys, we did the comeback. You know, stole the 1280 points. Nice. Go on, go on. Looking good. You know, yeah, like Merizu close to destruction one, Hiachi close to destruction one. I think Leroy close to destruction two. On my second account, Armor can go to close to destruction one. You know, I'm gonna practice that 13 frame electric. Okay, found another opponent. Nice, mashallah. Nice, that's good. We are finding opponents. Kazuya is probably, you can say, the worst matchup for Fakumram because you can launch every low. You can launch every low Fakumram with Kazuya. You know, with AD as well. But AD seems, you can say, the worst matchup. Okay, this guy is ducking now. Hey, Watermelon, welcome to the stream, brother. How are you doing? How have you been? Have you been good? Oh my god, guys, look at that timing. Timing. Oh my god, guys, look at that. Kazuya, guys, Kazuya. Currently living all of Falcon Ram's moves. Oh, that's good, that's good. You know, I'm playing the Falcon Ram set, right? So you can maybe like learn from here as well, you know, by watching this. Am I dead? Now, this is three. No, no, that 3 for 3 save. Wevu, Wevu, Kuzuya, guys. Boom, boom. Wevu, Wevu. Wait, why am I doing that noob string? Bro. Guys, I can launch every single love of Pokemon, every single love. I can launch every single love of that character. Ah, he cannot use lows, right? The moment I block the low, boom, boom, you know, twin pistons. Oh, guys, the iPhone guy, the iPhone Pro Max. How can you tell when a move is saved? You know that -10 rule I told you, right? -10 or lower, sorry, lower than -10. -10 is punishable. You know, so whenever you get punished with a 10 frame, 12 frame move, you know that is punishable, right? When it is -9, lower than that, it is safe on below. Yeah, I'm finding. You know, I waited for like uh 30 minutes. You know, more than 30 minutes actually. I found my first match after like 58, 50, oh sorry, 38 minutes, and after that it has been fine. Okay, he gave up, whatever, whatever. Martial nice. Let's go, guys. We are finding them games. You know, Kazuya can be scary. The thing is, like every character got weaknesses in this game, right? So it is not like we have any character. We have like some characters without weaknesses. But when we look at the weaknesses, every character has weaknesses, right? But you know, strengths are significantly, you can say more in numbers, and you can say more in, you can say value. Right? So the point I was trying to make was that even though like Ria got the weakness, which is that he does not have good perks, but still he is a very strong character, you know, like every other taken character in the game. Yeah, -9 is safe. Yes, -9, -8, -7, -6. All of them are safe, right? Where you don't get punished. Like everything where you cannot punish with your 10 frame move, right, or 12 frame move is considered safe. There are some moves which create a lot of pushback, even though those moves are -13 but are considered safe and good. For example, Brian's 3 plus 4, that move is -13, right? On paper, it is punishable, but because Brian creates a lot of pushback, right? This much pushback. Your hit won't strike from that range. You will whiff if you try to hit Brian from that range. So that is what is considered safe. Some characters can punish it. Armor King can punish that move pretty well. The thing is, Armor King is very good at punishing the pushback move that no one can punish. He's good at punishing every pushback move, right? But specifically the pushback moves that other characters struggle to punish. For example, Brian's 3 plus 4, right? Armor King can punish with the shoulder. For example, Heihachi's double forward 2, an average character struggles a lot, right? When it comes to punishing that move, right? Armor King, though, easily punishes that move every single time with the launcher using back 3. Right? Because the problem with the Heihachi's double forward 2 is that it is -16, right? Pole's Death Fist, Pole's Demo Man, these moves are -17, right? Or you can say Jack's Bag 1 plus 2, I think that is -19 if I remember correctly. So pushback moves are mainly -17 or more than that, which allows other characters to punish those moves easily. For example, Victor can do back 3 1, right? There are Claudia got back 4, which is 17 frame move as well, right? But Heihachi's double forward 2 is 16 frames. So that is why Heihachi double forward 2 does not get punished by Victor's back 3 or Claudia's back 4 string. Right? But Armor King's back 3 is 16 frames. So, so if someone likes to play Heihachi and that Heihachi player spams double forward 2, play the Armor King, right? Learn the back 3 combo, just block and keep punishing that player until the player stops doing double forward 2. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, because I thought I could punish those kind of moves with our. No, no, down forward 3 1 is 14 frames, right? For Claudio. Down forward 3 is 14 frames. So if something is minus 14 or more than that, right? So minus 14, minus 15, minus 16, and your opponent is close enough that you can land down forward 3, right? You can connect down forward, then you can punish with down forward. But I recommend using down forward 3. You can say only or it's called as a 14 frame move. Don't use this move when you are plus 15, right? Or when your opponent is minus 15. Because hope kick is better punish when your opponent is minus 15, right? Use hope kick because you can launch your opponent. You will find all of these details in the notes that I sent you. Okay, guys, now I am not finding games anymore. What is this? Yeah, you should get over Claudia's notes, right? And those standard notes that I sent you. In the standard one, very, very early on, very, very early on during the sessions. I will send you those notes. You can say I can send you them again. You know, the frame data ones, right? But if you go through the Claudius notes, you will find out. You can say your 12 frame, 10 frame, 13, 14, whatever, punishment, right? Different punishments for different frames and different situations. Come on, Namco, give me some games. Okay, guys, we are playing Kuzia today. I'm very, very close to Destruction 1, but for some reason I stopped finding games. I found like 6 games, 6 matches. 3 opponents, right? So 6 games in total. Okay. I'm gonna try to land perfect electric meanwhile, right? Meanwhile I'm looking for the game. I'm gonna try to land perfect electric. Let's see how many I can land. You know, I have not practiced electrics a lot, so I'm very bad at, you can say, doing electric. Electric is probably my worst mechanic because I never trained. I never spent time in the lab. Ooh, that was the perfect electric day. I need to be fast with the electric input. Okay. No. Better timing, maybe? More precise? No, I'm getting that 14 frame electric. Okay, we found the opponent, guys. Come on, accept. We found the opponent. I'm very close to destruction one with Kazia. Actually, I'm very close to destruction one with many characters. Armor King on second account. Miriozo. What else? Hachi. Yeah, on this account, Armor. Kazia on this account. Okay, stomp Brian to death. What is this Brian doing? Whatever, guys. Whatever. And I'm gonna get my free points. I remember the same thing happening to me. Oh my god, I was so tilted. I stopped playing. Guys, remember back when my controller all of a sudden stopped working, against the Horror player, and the Horror player, he did not think for a second. Look, I'm giving this Brian player some chances, right? So maybe he can wake up and do the comeback, right? But that Horror player, he literally killed me in 10 seconds. Oh my god! And I did one and done, and I did not rematch, and I stopped stream. I fixed my controller, my arcade stick. Maybe he's AFK, don't know. I don't know. Whatever, guys, whatever. We got 1283 points, right? Better than nothing, right? You know what? I think like Namco is sending me compensation for all the one and done. Sorry, not one and done, so all the rage quits, right? So all the rage quits. Whenever someone rage quits, I don't get points, right? So I think Namco is sending me compensation this way. And this was the compensation. No. I think you can make it. At the end of the season, you should make it. I think you can make it, right, if you commit to Kazuya, right? For the entire season, you can make it. I believe in you. You can do it. My wrist is hurting. You never play Mishimas for too long. My wrist, left wrist, it starts hurting. Come on, come on. Who is this guy? Maybe the same Brian player, right? Maybe he's AFK. Maybe his arcade stick is not working. I don't know what's the issue. Maybe he's the same. He's that same Brian player. Come on, accept the match, bro. It is so difficult for me to find the games, but now this player is not accepting. Uh, oh my god. This is so bad, guys. Maybe I need to reset the queue. I found an opponent twice, but my opponent did not accept the match. This is sad, guys. This is sad. Considering how rare finding opponents is right now. So I think the key here is like having the fast electric. I think having the fast electric should be first priority, right? And then the second priority is figuring out the time. If you don't have the fast electric, but you have the timing, whenever you're trying to learn this, you won't be able to do it. So have the fast electric. How can you do that? Just press the button as fast as possible, right? Spend least possible amount of ramps, for you as a player at each input. Look at that. I got it, guys. I'm gonna break my arcade stick like that. I'm not gonna try this. I want my, you can say, level to last for, to last another maybe like 2 years or so. Guys, I gave you the tip, pro player tip, the secret tip. I think no one talks about this. Maybe people do. I don't know. But like this is after all a 13 frames electric, right? So you have to be fast at the input. Oh my god, my input is totally messed up. Yeah, my input is not correct either. You see, like forward neutral down, down, forward two. I'm not supposed to do this input. I'm supposed to do, you can just skip either neutral or skip either down input, for a 13 frame electric. You have to, drop one of these two inputs. So if you don't do neutral, sorry, if you don't do down, it looks like this. See? Forward, neutral, down, down, forward. And if you don't do neutral, you see it looks like this. Forward, down, down, forward. Here I skipped the neutral input. Give me the opponent, give me the opponent, give me the opponent, give me the opponent. Guys, this is a struggle to find opponents here in Pakistan. It has never been like this terrible before. I think people are just waiting for season 3. Yeah, we got like very, you can say, a little small pool of online players, right? You can say which are sitting at this rank, but still, it has never been this terrible. Uh, this is the thing that I hate about electrics. It doesn't matter how consistent you become, then you're going to drop that one important electric, right? That is going to cost you you can say around, or maybe like a game, or possibly a set. The thing is, I have not played Kazuya a lot, right? You can say taken it, but I have been, you can say, playing Hiachi and Armor King, for a long time, right? And I remember, you can say, dropping electrics, the important ones, the important electrics, especially with Hiachi. Because with Hiachi, you need electric to launch your opponent. Right now, you can launch a minus 15 crouching move. You can say, with crouching down forward two, full crouch down forward two. You have the launcher, but back then, you did not have that. You did not have the 15 frame launcher, from the crouch, from while rising, in the past. So you had to do crouch cancel electric or dash electric. Or you used to have to, you can say, stick with your 13 frame punish, while rising one into, the omen or whatever, right? Whatever follow. And by the way, another tip for Kazuya players, another tip. If you feel like your wall's flat, you see, it is not working like that. After health save, you see, it is not consistent. You see. You need to have a little bit, right angle. So like that. And now you'll get the wall splat, you see. So make sure you have this angle, the right angle. Do the side step right, before you want to do elsewhere. And you will you can get that clean, consistent wall splat. Some Kazuya tips. Like little side step right. If you do a big side step right, it again becomes inconsistent, right? So I'm still getting the wall splat, but it is not always consistent. Okay, whatever, guys. I just need to find games. Today my execution is on point. Believe me, my execution is not usually this good. You can select landing almost every single electric that I'm doing. Guys, another tip for Kazuya players, after this, you can land down back one to net the board. You can also land this if you feel like, you want to save it, right? Back one, two doesn't work, so you can do 1+2 or down back 1, 2. Okay, finally, guys, finally, an opponent. Finally, to find an opponent is a blessing, guys. Nowadays, it really is. And I hope I won't lose. Okay, same Brian player. Maybe he fixed his controller. I hope so. Okay, he did fix his controller. Okay, went for the side step electric there. My bad. Without confirming the wave. Nice. Guys, if your electrics are consistent, electric is you can say, I cannot say like the scariest move in the game, but definitely one of the scariest moves in the game. I just need one wave punish. I'm waiting for that wave. No! 1-1-2, guys. Very good too. Woo! Webu, webu, webu. Marshall, nice. Let's go. One match away from the promotion. Just one match away. Guys, I think I should main because you see, guys, I can spam electric literally, and then my opponent cannot wave punish. I can spam electric. It is so difficult to wave punish. Oh my god, guys, I got that. Ooh, I missed it. What is the combo? Failed electrics, but whatever, guys. We don't need them perfect to win, right? Guys, destruction one with Kazuya. I'm happy. I'm happy. Good one. Kazuya to destruction 2? What do you guys think? Should I look for destruction 2 Kazuya? Or should I look for another destruction 1? And I think I should move to plus minus. When I'm destruction 1, I lose too many points. So if I hit someone plus minus 3. Kazuya is too fun to play. No, too much fun to play, sorry. Not too fun to play. Too much fun to play. My bad, my bad. You know what? I should learn player 2 electrics. My electrics are trash. On P2. You see? Let me see like what. So look, let's say if your electrics are not correct, right? If you cannot do correct electric, or if you cannot do any correct move, you need to place all of the moves in the game. So look, here I did not do the move correctly, right? So look at the input. It says forward, neutral, down, right? And then down, forward, 2. But I pressed the 2 too early, when I had the down, when I was at the down input. Now when I do electrics in P1 side, I can actually feel the input, I know consciously where my input is going. I know, where I'm making mistake, right? My brain consciously knows that where my input is. Even if I am too fast, these inputs that I'm doing, these are blind inputs. My hand does not actually know, right? Sorry, my brain does not actually know where my hand is precisely, very, very precisely. You see, so here, look, I did, from my point of view, I just did the down forward 2, but I accidentally got the down, right? And my brain, thought it was down forward 2. But, in reality, it was a down 2. My brain thought it was a down forward 2. That is what I mean. I could try to take Kazuya to maybe like Destruction 3, Destruction 4, Destruction 5, but it is like, already so difficult to find games, even at Destruction 1, I'm never gonna find any game at Destruction 2 in Pakistan. Ah. I'm trying to use a different grip now to do, you can say, P2 electrics. So, no, too fast. Maybe I can, do this electric because, I can use my thumb to tap forward, right? The moment my thumb reaches forward, I can use my fingers to, tap down, right? So I can skip neutral more easily, in P2. You see, like that. My electric on P2 is slow, much slower than P1. So look, if I do the normal input, man. Look, you see, it is still faster. So like 3, 1, 1, 3, 4, 5 frames of inputs, right? So here, let me actually record something. PS5 taken. Hello, Meow gang. Yes, there is a difference in PS5 taken and PC taken, right? It depends on your PC's performance. So if your PC is super strong, very very strong, where your PC, you can say, needs maybe like 30 or 40% of its power to run, taken it at maximum settings, right, the highest settings, your PC is going to have less input delay, right? It is going to feel smoother and look better compared to the PS5. But standard PC and standard PS5, you can say they look almost nearly same. For a casual, you should not be able to tell the difference if you are a casual, right? Only pro players can tell the difference. Only pro players can tell the difference reliably and spot the differences. Because you will notice the difference when you will try to whiff finish block punch, right? So, let's say your PC is extremely well optimized, right? Then you will feel like your PC is performing, 2 frames, 1 frame, 2 frames better than the PS5. That is the thing. For example, look at my PC. So it is currently utilizing 58% of GPU's power, and I have everything at ultra, and 34% of CPU's power. I'm not using like super high tech PC, anyways. I'm just running the game at 1080p. That is why if I move to 1440p or 4K, my GPU is gonna die little. So for example, right now my PC has, you can say, a good performance. Yeah. Right, so it depends on your PC. At best, PC can give you can say 2 frames, you can say an average, right? Better than the PS5. But a casual won't notice the difference, believe me. The thing is, like, I used to play in arcades, like back then in Tekken 7, I used to compete in the tournaments. But maybe like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that, I stopped competing, I retired. And I got the PC. I started coaching, I started streaming. I stopped the streaming, but I continued the coaching. I continued, you can say, my training in online. So, long story short, after that, I have not played on, you can say, PS5. Wait. I have played on a PS5. Yeah. Taken it on a PS5, but maybe like 3 times or 4 times. 3 or 4 times. And I think it did not look much different. It did not feel much different. I think like it felt better in PS5. Yes, it felt better than my PC. Same PC, right? Because during last summer, right? In the summer of 2024, in season one, back then in season one, you can say I've visited the arcade like 3 or 4 times, right? Because I had 2 spare arcade sticks, so I had to sell one of them. And you can say my client was at arcade, right? He turned out to be a friend because the arcade owner told me there is a guy who's interested in buying the arcade stick. So I went there, attended, because he turned out to be a friend, and he, my other friends were with him as well. So, I played there, with them for like I like made 3 or 4 visits. I think the PS5 game felt better because it was offline. I think that is the reason. And it felt like little bit better, not much better or significantly better, just like little bit better than my PC's game, PS5 game. I think that is because of you can say game being in offline mode, right, rather than online mode. But I think if I play, you can say, with the same players on my PC offline, it will feel much better. It might feel even better than the PS5's experience. And why I'm able to tell you that? Because the guy who got the arcade stick, he played Jin back then in season one. He plays Brian now. He played Jin, and I was able to react to Hell Sweep and down to consistently. Not to the Hell Sweep consistently, but to the down to consistently, right, and Hell Sweep sometimes, and yeah, sometimes even down back. But when I play online, it is difficult. But in offline, I was able to do that, especially the down two. And like season one's Jin had broken down to, right? It was a counter hit launcher high crash. It had more range than season two's down. So that is how I know. The game was, you can say, running smoother. I'm not talking about, you can say, with respect to looks. I'm talking about with respect to, you can say, uh, the performance, right? The frames. So as I'm learning electrics in P2, like doing electrics in P2 is feeling comfortable, especially when it comes to, you can say, doing the blocking. I'm using a different grip to do the electrics, but then, with that grip, I'm not used to hold back. I have to like switch grip again. So, I'm just using a different grip for the electric. So the moment I do electric, I switch grip back to my normal grip. And then when I want to do electric, I switch grip back to that, new grip, and then switch it back to normal grip. So that is the issue that I'm facing. I think I should learn it with the normal grip, to be honest. Okay, finally, guys, we got the opponent. Nice. For the new viewers out there, you guys might be wondering like why I'm, as you can say, being happy after finding a new opponent, because it is difficult to find opponents. Yeah, if you watch my streams, you know. But if you're new, now you know, right? Okay. Guys, look at that with punish. He pressed that panic button. Oh, so this guy is using like Rising 3-1 into, Boke a lot, right? So I think I can sidestep right, low parry. Boom, boom, boom. Look at the tank. Rest in peace. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead, guys. Two tap character. Okay, I have to be careful. I have to be careful. Scray! Shikure, Shikure. Oh my god, look at that. Guys, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It dropped the combo. I did not do that. I did not do that. I did not do the CD1. Leo versus Leo. Gas electric, right? You know, electric. No, I should look for, you can say, those highs. Whatever, guys. You know, the electric work. That is the good thing, right? You know, you should not focus if the electric was, you can say, real one or no. Wait, why would I do that? I could have gone for maybe like a random down forward too. No, I'm on P2. Ooh, guys, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! So close. I'm dropping combos on P2. I am dropping combos on P2. Is he dead? I'm dropping combos on P2. I knew it. He's gonna duck for the electric. I knew it. I knew it. Guys, look at that electric pressure. No. No. Okay, look at that combo. Yes, 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 yes. Did not drop the combo.
Get ready for the next battle.
Uh, guys, are you guys liking this Kuzia gameplay? I am finding games. That's good. Okay. You guys might have noticed that uh, my streams are, like not as long as other streamers. Other streamers they stream. For example, the famous streamers they stream for like 8 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours, right? But I don't have that much time. Okay, he knows. Wait, what is the ping? Oh my god, ping is 83. I was like, okay, I ducked that low, but why I did not actually duck it? Okay, guys, easy, 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 mashallah, easy, nice. When again, like that low, Yoshi is crouching down forward four. The animation is, you can say, very predictable. It is very unique, so you can react to it sometimes. Okay, he ducked and launched the electric. Nice. Okay, whatever. Two taps, two tap characters. Okay, guys, no worries. I'm downloading the gameplay. Okay, okay, okay. Nice. He's guessing everything correctly. So I need to play better. Okay. Dash block, guys. Look at the ping. Look at the ping. That was the perfect dash block, but Look at that. I went for the jab. I thought he'll go for the flash, but he went for the hook kick. Ah. Okay, no worries, guys. No worries. No worries. No worries. We're gonna win, inshallah. This. Just look, wait and watch, guys. We're gonna win the set. I have got the download on this player. No, my LSUB did not reach. My LSUB did not reach. My LSUB did not reach. Ah, guys, look at that. I'm getting hit by all of those knowledge checks because of ping. And I don't wanna risk the combo. That move is also reactable, by the way. He's doing all of those reactable attacks. Ping is 87. It would be, much easier for me to win. Better ping. Much easier. But no, then Shella will win. Will win, guys. Okay, got the game. Defense, guys, defense. Okay, I shouldn't have gone for this, to be honest. I could have checked him first with. Bro, stop looking for those cheesy plays. You know, he's trying to chase me down. I defeated the gimmicks with the fundamentals. You know, with the safe, to be honest, with the safer block 50 mid land. Uh, you know, I could have won the first game, but you know, after the hit dash, like he did two different options. And I think like it was difficult for me, you know, to clean that live connection. Even though I'm queuing on, you can say queuing on 5 bars, but I somehow got the 4 bars opponent. You know, three. I think it had rollback. How many rollback frames that match had? Like three rollback frames, and 100 ping. On top of that, you know, I'm playing Kazuya, right? You know, the electric character, and my electric sucks. You guys might have noticed, you know, my electric was not working against the Yoshi. And I was not confident either because I didn't know that if my timing is going to work or not. But I lost my winning streak. Ah. Now I'm gonna spam electrics again. No! Guys, look at that 50-50. Kazuya, guys, Kazuya. Ah, I knew it. He's trying to play around. Okay, we're going down. We're gonna get Kazuya to destruction to inshallah. If I keep finding games, it's easy. It's possible to go there.
Get ready for the next.
One and done. Alright. There is one move of Kazuya, right? If that move gets nerfed, Kazuya is going to be much, much weaker character. And that move is this move. If they nerf this move, to, you can say, becoming a punishable move, right? Or if then you can say slow this move down, right? Maybe by 4 or 5 frames. Or if they make it like, not launch, right? These are the three ways of nerfing the move. Because he is going to be much weaker character. Just without double forward 3. Look at how much damage you deal, from this launcher. I'm not complaining, right? Just trying to define the strength of Kazuya as a character. Oh, I cannot do combo. So who is this player? Yoshi player once again? Don't want Yoshi player. I want him, but with better ping.
Get ready for
Right.
the next.
So the only thing I'm prioritizing is, you can say, a better ping. That is what I care about. If the ping is good, if there is no lag, no delay frames or rollback frames, boom. It's perfect to play Taken. The perfect environment. This guy did me one and done. He did one and done. Bro, why are my combos missing? Why are my combos missing? Huh? What happened? Whatever, guys. Whatever. Okay. I think maybe his controller stopped working. Finish with Shikure. Is he gonna do 110 again? Okay, no. He rematched. बिलाल काका क्या हाल है भाईजान? आजाओ बिलाल भाई, रैंक में आजाओ. रैंक में आजाओ, या फिर आपने सेशन खेलना तो सेशन भी खेल. We can play ranked session. Up to you, brothers. I'm gonna go for the maximum damage, as much damage as possible. आप रैंक में ओके? ओके बिलाल भाई. बिलाल भाई यार मैच ही नहीं मिलते रैंक में. ओके, did duck and launch. Guys, look at that. He did sidestep the elsewhere, but you know, I just spammed my string. और बिलाल भाई क्या हाल चाल है? ठीक ठाक.
Get ready for the next battle.
बिलाल भाई आप क्यू में ही हो? रैंक क्यू में हो या फिर क्यू में नहीं हो? आप वैसे आप स्ट्रीमिंग कर रहे हो? वेट गाइस, लेट मी सी if Bilal Kaka is streaming or no. Is he in queue or no? Let me check real quick. Okay, Bilal Kaka is fighting that Yoshi that we fought earlier. How much ping Bilal has with that Yoshi? Okay, he has worse ping than ours. You know, we had like less than 100, but Bilal is playing on 120. I think maybe Bilal is going on, you can say 4 bars. Okay, Bilal won the round 2. Nice, Bilal, bhai.
Never choose second. Sure.
I'm watching Bilal Kaka's stream, guys. I'm watching his stream. Oops. Okay, Bilal is winning. Nice. Yoshi launched him. But yeah, Bilal has it now. Okay, Yoshi is doing the comeback. Bilal is one poker. Nice. Okay, Bilal took the first game or the second game? He took the first game.
Oh,
Okay, he did one and done. Bilal got one and done, guys, by that Yoshi player before earlier.
seen it, but didn't you guys see that? Oh, it's a detective who has to win, bro. मैं क्यों नहीं आ रहा यार? इसके बाद देखिए, अगर नहीं आया तो खेलेंगे सेशन। वाह, वो आज ये स्ट्रीट कर रहा है ऐसा होगा। वाह,
Okay, you know, now Bilal is fighting that Leo player before earlier. I don't know like why I'm not getting games. So apparently, you know, Bilal is fighting the same players, you know, the same Yoshi, the same Madhusena. Sorry, the same Leo player, right? But I'm not fighting them opponents. It's just I think like Bilal is queuing on plus minus 4 bar. Wait, yeah, 4 bars or less or better, whatever, you know. But he's queuing on, you know, either 4 or 5.
प्रश्न से बनाऊंगा। दूसरे से सिर्फ प्यार है, प्यार से हर चीज हो जाती है। इस दुनिया में सिर्फ प्यार ही है जो हर चीज का हल है।
Guys, I asked Bilal about matchmaking. You know, like, okay, you know what, you're getting matches, but I'm not. Give me the question, what can I do?
Now he's going for the kills.
And he said, you know, with love you get everything. He said, with love you get everything. Love is everything. You know, so do the matchmaking with love. Okay, you know, I'm gonna very kindly press the button. Okay, okay.
Special.
So I'm pressing buttons as kindly as possible. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we find games right now. The thing is, you know, against Yoshi, my connection was 4 bars, right? But game still matched me against the Yoshi player. I don't think I'm getting matched against that player again. Ooh, Bilal Kaka got the mission. He could have killed the opponent.
Did he cancel? Wow, no, it did not
Nice,
cancel. Wow.
nice. Bilal Kaka won the game number one versus Rio.
Why don't you see it, bro? See it that. No cancel, bro. No cancel.
Okay, okay. I thought the Rio player is gonna do one. I think maybe I should Q1 plus minus 4. But I mean 4 bars. Okay, okay. One. He was the Yoshi player, guys. He was the Yoshi player. I'm pretty sure he was the Yoshi player. Guys, I'm just waiting for season 3. I cannot wait for season 3. And hopefully I will find a lot more games in season 3. A lot more. You cannot do that. You can say top tier S tier to be a combo now. Jet tier, sorry. Okay, guys, I did that S tier to be a combo. Am I ready to be a Kazuya main now? But I don't want to be a Kazuya main, to be honest. Right, yeah. Because I don't want to miss, you can say that, random electric. Because I know my execution is not going to be consistent with the. Okay, the Leo player is winning versus Bilal. Okay, 4-4-4. Nice. I'm rooting for Bilal to win. Let's go, Bilal, bhai. Let's go, let's go. Nice. He landed the hitting gauge. He's gonna do big boy combo. In turn, scaled spike damage. No, he didn't go for the spike combo. He went for the mixer. Okay, Bilal won. Bilal won. BG's Bilal, bhai. Nice. Nice. Bilal is on a 10 winning streak. He is sitting at 36k points.
Best part is when you try to come back, but you still fail. You will actually win. Actually, that is the best part. Okay.
Look, let me ask Bilal.
You develop and that is the best part.
I asked him if he's searching the match in like 4 bars, like 5 bars only.
हाँ बोर्ड पर मैं अच्छा बोर्ड पे था oh shit यार bro okay bro I changed my settings okay yeah 2+ कर लेते हैं भाई ये लो मेरे
You
भाई
heard the hit was bound? What do you mean? Please provide the context. In which terms? Do you hate it because you want to get it nerfed?
बोर्ड पर सही है
Yes, like if they make the heat burst bound, the thing is like I think heat burst bound should go. Right? Heat burst should get nerfed. Heat burst is. I have been saying this thing since day one. I've been saying this thing since day one. Heat burst is one of the most broken heat moves in the game. Yeah, Kuzuya is inconsistent. Due to the execution, he can be inconsistent. This is why I said earlier that, maybe I'm not gonna main Kuzuya. It doesn't matter, right? Right now, you can say my win rate is like almost 80%, right, with Kuzuya at this rank. But yeah, hit burst bound should go. Bilal, bro, I did not find any game ever since then. Bilal has already played like 2 matches. If if you remove that, it's also an issue. Exactly, I agree. Bloody guy, I agree. Hit burst, like hit burst combo extender should not exist. Hit burst should not extend the combo. It should not be +2 or +1. If it is +1, it should not be 16 frames, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It is going to solve so many issues. Not only hit burst bound should go. They should also what would it the thing is they should not only nerf the what it is called. What I was saying? Yeah, they should not only nerf the bound, right, the comeback stand, but they should also make this move slow, right? It should not be a 16 frame armor move, right? Because the only weakness of armor move is lows, and you're going to interrupt lows most of the time, right? It is difficult to win timing against this move. So this move should be maybe like 23 frames, 24 frames, right? And this move should not be plus on block and on hit. Maybe plus on hit, but not plus on block. -6, -8 on block, right? Let me see what Blal is saying. Let me hit.
लिस्ट में रनिंग हो नहीं सकता यार तो ब्लॉग में हो करना चाहिए यार नहीं ब्लॉग लिस्ट में तो नहीं है
The thing is, like, if they reduce the speed, right, instead of 16, if they make it 24 frames, right, it is going to be easier to counter this move in neutral with the lows. Number one thing. Number two is going to be easier to counter this move in neutral with the throws. So low pokes and fast low pokes and throws are going to beat this move easily, right? So number second, I think it will fix that you can say hit burst bound issue automatically, because when the move is slower, it won't connect in combos because it is slower, right?
Whatever saying that people like us would be spies.
this job sacrifice
Could have killed someone. I know it's cold. Everything is flammable once you light it on fire.
So that is the thing. Hit burst, this move alone deserves so many nerfs. The hit burst alone. Yeah, you doubt it? Yeah, I doubt it. The thing is, look, we have to expect some things, right? We have to accept and expect some things. So what we have to accept first? The thing that we have to accept first is that heat is not going anywhere. Number one thing. Why? It does not logically make sense because if heat goes, Taken becomes like another Taken 7, right? So, and they're not gonna do that, right? After investing so many resources into the heat, right? By balancing and you can say developing the system, right? They're not gonna do that. We have to accept that. Number two, heat will stay strong. The second point, right? If it is totally irrelevant, then again, why do we have a mechanic that is like totally useless, right? It will be like you can say a move that no one uses. For example, no one uses this move. Why? Because this move is not good in neutral, right? Maybe in combos, maybe in some situations, but this is not something that you will see 10 times in a round compared to 1-1-2. You might see jab 10 times each round, right? You might see like 10 electrics in a round. You might see like, 4 or 5 L sweeps in a round, right? You might see down back fours and fours, a lot of them in each round, but you don't see this as much, right? Because this move is nowhere as good. So if they make heat less relevant, right, and weaker, significantly weaker, that it is totally irrelevant, and it does not make sense. So heat is going to exist, number one. Number two, heat is going to be strong. We have to accept these two things, and we have to build expectations based on, you can say, the fact. Yeah, exactly. It is true that they have like invested so many resources, right? Harada even you can say Bandai Namco even kicked the you can say new developer team, right? They brought back in the old developer team. But the thing is like they can so let's say Hellsweep, right? For example, look at this Hellsweep or look at this down back four. So what they can do is maybe down back four is, little bit better, not significantly better, right? It does not make your character you can say from you can say having let's say if we give strength to each character, let's say your character has 100 strength, 100. The moment you get the hit, you know you unlock that 500 strength character, right? So your hit is not going to take your character from 100 to 500, but instead you move to 150, a decent buff, right? Which does not break the game, and he does not fix the weaknesses. He does not fix the weaknesses, make it like that. Yeah, I'm not finding any matches. Like I'm kind of used to it, brother. I'm kind of used to it. I'm kind of used to it. But the thing is, like, we got the promotion in like 2 hours, like anywhere. Things like online player base. I think you're new to the stream, right? So let me give you, you can say, little context. Online Taken is not popular in Pakistan. Offline Taken is extremely popular. You'll get offline players, a lot of offline players, right? You'll get tired by playing, but the number of offline players, it won't go down. That is how many offline players we have. But when it comes to online, we don't have a lot of players. Number one thing. Number two, the players who play online, uh, what it is called, they are waiting for season three. That is the second reason, right? That is the second reason. Queue times are not as fast as NA or EU or as Japan, where yeah, I'm from Pakistan. So queue times are not that fast, right? Compared to any EU, where you find like match every 10 seconds. But in normal days, every 3 to 4 minutes you find game. In 1 hour, you can you like if you can in Pakistan, right? During normal days. So you know, you will find like 6 opponents, 7 opponents on average, 6, 7 opponents, right, in an hour. So that's it. For example, look, Bilal Kaka, a player from Pakistan, is queuing, right? I am also queuing. Look, okay, Bilal Kaka is in the chat. Bilal Kaka, bhai, मुझे तो match ही नहीं मिला. I did not find a single match. Okay, send session.
If
Okay, I'm gonna invite Bilal Kaka. I'm from US, so we don't have that much of an issue. But I understand many other regions have difficulty connecting to US. Yep, that's true. That is true. But you know, you can say on normal days it is fine, right? You know, matchmaking is not that tough. Okay, I got like, you can say, match invite from someone else. Yeah, exactly. Rank is so boring. I want death matches back. Who is this player? TK Asad Ali. Round 150 ping. I'm not gonna play. Look at that, 3 bars. Guys, look at that. We are from same region. Like two delay frames, 3 rollback frames, 150 ping. Now, how are we supposed to play? बिलाल भाई यार, ये लैगी बहुत है, लैगी बहुत ज्यादा है इसमें. ये देखो यार, 2 रोल बैक फ्रेम्स हैं, 2 डिले. ये देखो, अब 3 बार है, कभी 4 बार हो रहे हैं, कभी 3 बार हो रहे हैं. Too laggy, brother Bilal, bro. It is just too laggy, you know. 150 ping. Maybe we can queue in rank, I guess. Too laggy, brother Bilal, bro. It is
okay,
150 ping. Maybe we can queue in rank. Yes.
Where's the player at? Okay.
Okay, guys, so we're back to the rank.
Technician बहुत बड़ा EP गेम होती है उसकी अच्छी गेम अच्छी गेम
Ah,
तो आप उसके साथ खेल लेना सेशन खेल लेना उसको ऐड कर लो सब डालना पड़े डाल ले सब डाल ले भाई मेरा पार्ट सही है यार इसमें हाँ खेलता तो अच्छा खेलता if you have strong fundamentals in Tekken, if it is from Tekken Tag 2 or Tekken 7, you should be playing Tekken 8 very solid. Bolu bhai,
boom, boom, boom. Come on, guys, give me the map.
रोज स्ट्रीम नहीं यार मेरा कोई टाइम I don't have any time for streaming. I have really busy scheduling every day. I just don't have any time for many books. I don't have any time.
Let me see, like, who is this guy? Maybe.
PM. 3 p.m. to 6. पहले किया था सब अच्छा
Guys, I guess it's not only me. Bilal Kaka is also struggling to find games. You know, he found like 2 opponents, right? I think he has fought like 2 opponents only in 33 minutes, right? He has been streaming for like 33 minutes and he only found 2 opponents.
That should be a really challenging matchup. This should be challenging.
Guys, I think it is time to end this stream. Guys, I think it's time to end this stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, and like in season 3, you know, from season 3 onward, you guys will, you can say, you know, not get bored anymore. There will be a lot of players playing, a lot of active players. So ranked is going to be, you can say, fun again, right? A lot of players will be there. And you know, like every single person that you see here in the friend list, most of them, you can say, will be playing as well. You see, like all of these guys. So it will be much easier for me to find games. You can see, like most of the guys are on offline, sir. And right now, this is the time when most of the Pakistani players should be free, right? They should be playing Tekken. Most